Hello, our wonderful students. Welcome to Active English Lab. I'm Lily.
And I'm John. Today we're exploring academic English vocabulary, the essential language for university and research contexts.
This topic is crucial for B1 to C1 level students preparing for higher education or professional research environments.
Please subscribe to our channel. This vocabulary will help you succeed in academic writing, presentations, and scholarly discussions.
Let's begin with the foundation of academic writing. John, what makes academic vocabulary different from everyday English?
Academic vocabulary is more formal, precise, and objective. It uses specific terminology to express complex ideas clearly and professionally.
Academic language avoids contractions, casual expressions, and personal opinions. It focuses on evidence, analysis, and scholarly discourse.
Today we'll cover essay writing vocabulary, research terminology, presentation language, and formal register patterns.
First category, essay introduction vocabulary. These phrases help structure your opening paragraphs.
This essay examines. This paper investigates. This study explores. These establish your research focus clearly.
Let's repeat. This essay examines. This paper investigates. This study explores.
The purpose of this research is to. The aim of this analysis is to. The objective of this investigation is to.
These phrases state your research goals explicitly. The purpose of this research is to. The aim of this analysis is to.
This paper is divided into 3 sections. This study consists of 4 chapters. This analysis is structured as follows.
These sentences outline your paper's organization. Let's practice. This paper is divided into 3 sections. This study consists of 4 chapters.
Now, transition vocabulary. These words connect ideas smoothly in academic writing.
Furthermore means in addition. Moreover adds supporting information. Additionally introduces extra points.
However shows contrast. Nevertheless means despite this. Nonetheless indicates continuing despite obstacles.
Let's repeat these transitions. Furthermore, moreover, however, nevertheless.
Consequently shows result. Therefore indicates logical conclusion. Thus means as a result.
In contrast, compares differences. Similarly, shows comparisons. Likewise means in the same way.
Practice time. Consequently. Therefore. In contrast. Similarly.
Now, argument and analysis vocabulary. These verbs express scholarly discussion.
Argues, presents a position. Claims, states a belief. Suggests, proposes an idea. Maintains, holds a position.
Demonstrates, shows evidence. Illustrates, provides examples. Reveals, uncovers information. Indicates, points to evidence.
Let's repeat. Argues, claims, demonstrates, illustrates.
Analyzes, examines closely. Evaluates, judges worth. Assesses, measures value. Critiques, examines critically.
Interprets, explains meaning. Examines, studies carefully. Investigates, researches thoroughly. Explores, studies broadly.
Practice these analysis verbs. Analyzes, evaluates, interprets, examines.
Now, research methodology vocabulary, essential for describing study methods.
Data collection, gathering information. Sample size, number of participants. Variables, factors that change.
Hypothesis, educated prediction. Methodology, research approach. Findings, research results.
Let's repeat. Data collection, sample size, hypothesis, methodology.
Quantitative research uses numbers. Qualitative research uses descriptions. Mixed methods combines both approaches.
Control group, comparison group. Experimental group, tested group. Random sampling, chance selection.
Practice these terms: quantitative research, qualitative research, control group, random sampling.
Now, statistical and measurement vocabulary, important for research papers.
Correlation, relationship between variables. Causation, one thing causes another. Significance, statistical importance.
Mean, average value. Median, middle value. Mode, most frequent value. Range, difference between highest and lowest.
Let's repeat. Correlation, causation, mean, median.
Percentage, parts per hundred. Proportion, relative amount. Ratio, comparison of quantities.
Increase goes up, decrease goes down, fluctuate varies irregularly, stabilize becomes steady.
Practice these terms: percentage, proportion, increase, fluctuate.
Now, citation and reference vocabulary, essential for academic integrity.
According to Smith, introduces source, as stated by Jones, quotes authority. Research by Brown indicates, cites studies.
Previous studies show refers to earlier work. Recent findings suggest mentions new research. Scholars argue academic consensus.
Let's repeat. According to Smith, previous studies show, recent findings suggest.
Bibliography, list of sources. References, cited works. Citation, source mention. Plagiarism, copying without credit.
Primary source, original document. Secondary source, analysis of primary. Peer review, expert evaluation.
Practice these terms: bibliography, primary source, peer review.
Now, presentation vocabulary for academic conferences and seminars.
Today, I will discuss opens presentation. My presentation focuses on states topic. I will demonstrate that presents thesis.
First, I will examine introduces first point. Subsequently, I will analyze second point. Finally, I will conclude ending section.
Let's repeat. Today, I will discuss. First, I will examine. Finally, I will conclude.
This chart illustrates, describes visual. The graph shows, explains data. The table presents, introduces information.
As you can see, directs attention. This demonstrates, explains significance. The evidence suggests, interprets data.
Practice presentation phrases. This chart illustrates, as you can see, the evidence suggests.
Now, discussion and conclusion vocabulary for ending academic papers.
In conclusion, summarizes findings. To summarize, reviews main points. In summary, restates key ideas.
The results indicate, explains outcomes. These findings suggest, interprets results. The evidence demonstrates, supports conclusions.
Let's repeat. In conclusion, the results indicate, these findings suggest.
Further research is needed, identifies limitations. Future studies should examine, suggests next steps. Additional investigation is required, acknowledges gaps.
The implications of this study discusses significance. These results contribute to, shows academic value. This research advances, explains progress.
Practice conclusion phrases. Further research is needed. The implications of this study, this research advances.
Now, formal register patterns. Academic writing requires specific tone.
Avoid contractions. Cannot, not can't. Do not don't. It is, not it's.
Use passive voice appropriately. The experiment was conducted instead of We conducted the experiment.
Avoid personal pronouns. This study argues instead of I argue. The research shows instead of we found.
Let's practice formal alternatives. Cannot, do not, this study argues, the research shows.
Now academic writing structure vocabulary for organizing complex arguments.
Firstly, introduces first point. Secondly, presents second idea. Thirdly, adds third argument. Finally, concludes list.
On the one hand, presents one side. On the other hand, shows alternative. In addition, adds information. By contrast, shows difference.
Practice structural phrases.
Firstly, on the one hand. In addition, by contrast.
It can be argued that introduces position. There is evidence to suggest presents support. It is generally accepted that states consensus.
From this perspective, explains viewpoint. In this context, provides background. Under these circumstances, describes conditions.
Let's repeat. It can be argued that, from this perspective, under these circumstances.
Now, critical thinking vocabulary for analytical academic discourse.
Assumption, something taken for granted. Premise, basic principle. Inference, logical conclusion. Implication, logical consequence.
Bias, unfair preference. Objectivity, neutral position. Subjectivity, personal opinion. Validity, logical soundness.
Practice these terms: assumption, premise, bias, objectivity.
Controversial, widely debated. Consensus, general agreement. Paradigm, accepted model. Theory, explanatory framework.
Empirical, based on observation. Theoretical, based on theory. Conceptual, based on concepts. Practical, based on application.
Let's repeat. Controversial, empirical, theoretical, conceptual.
Now, discipline-specific vocabulary. Different fields use specialized terms.
Sciences use hypothesis, experiment, variable, control, observation, measurement.
Literature uses analysis, interpretation, symbolism, theme, narrative, character development.
History uses chronology, causation, consequence, primary source, secondary source, historical context.
Psychology uses behavior, cognition, perception, motivation, personality, development.
Choose vocabulary appropriate to your academic field. Each discipline has specific terminology.
Now, academic vocabulary for expressing uncertainty and certainty.
Certainly expresses confidence. Undoubtedly shows no doubt. Clearly indicates obviousness. Obviously means without question.
Probably suggests likelihood. Possibly indicates chance. Potentially shows possibility. Presumably assumes likelihood.
Let's practice certainty levels. Certainly, probably, possibly, presumably.
It is likely that suggests probability. It appears that indicates appearance. It seems that shows impression.
The evidence suggests moderate confidence. The data indicates, shows support. Research demonstrates strong evidence.
Practice these phrases. It is likely that. The evidence suggests. Research demonstrates.
Now, academic vocabulary for problem-solution structures.
Challenge, difficult situation. Issue, problem area. Obstacle, barrier. Limitation, restriction.
Constraint, limiting factor.
Solution, answer to problem. Approach, method. Strategy, planned action. Intervention, corrective action. Alternative, different option.
Let's repeat. Challenge,
Solution,
approach,
strategy.
alternative.
Address the problem, tackle issue, resolve the conflict, settle disagreement, overcome obstacles, defeat barriers.
Implement solutions, put into practice. Evaluate effectiveness, measure success. Monitor progress, track development.
Practice these phrases. Address the problem, implement solutions, monitor progress.
Now, vocabulary for describing trends and changes.
Increase goes up, decrease goes down. Rise moves upward, fall moves downward. Fluctuate varies.
Dramatic increase, large growth. Steady decline, consistent decrease. Gradual improvement, slow progress. Rapid development, fast change.
Let's repeat. Dramatic increase, steady decline, gradual improvement, rapid development.
Pick, highest point. Plateau, flat period. Trough, lowest point. Trend, general direction. Pattern, repeated design.
Significant change, important alteration. Substantial growth, large increase. Marginal difference, small variation.
Practice these terms. Pick. Trend. Significant change. Substantial growth.
Now, academic vocabulary for cause and effect relationships.
Cause. Creates effect. Result. Outcome. Consequence. Result of action. Effect. Impact. Outcome. Final result.
Due to, because of. Owing to, as a result of. As a consequence of, resulting from. Therefore, for that reason.
Let's repeat. Due to. Owing to. As a consequence of. Therefore.
Leads to, causes. Results in, produces. Brings about, creates. Gives rise to, causes to exist.
Stems from. Originates from. Derives from. Comes from. Attributed to. Credited to. Associated with. Connected to.
Practice these phrases. Leads to, results in, stems from, associated with.
Now, vocabulary for comparison and contrast in academic writing.
Similar to, alike. Comparable to, able to compare. Equivalent to, equal to. Parallel to, matching.
Different from, not alike. In contrast to, showing difference. Unlike, not similar to. Whereas, while in contrast.
Let's repeat. Similar to, different from, in contrast to, whereas,
Superior to, better than. Inferior to, worse than. Exceeds, goes beyond. Surpasses, does better than.
Corresponds to, matches with. Relates to, connects with. Compares with, examines alongside. Contrasts with, shows differences.
Practice these terms. Superior to, corresponds to, compares with, contrasts with.
Now, academic vocabulary for expressing opinions and arguments.
Contends, argues strongly. Asserts, states firmly. Proposes, suggests. Advocates, supports publicly.
Opposes, argues against. Refutes, proves wrong. Contradicts, goes against. Challenges, questions validity.
Let's repeat. Contends, proposes, opposes, challenges.
Supports the view that, agrees with position, subscribes to the theory, accepts theory, endorses the proposal, approves suggestion.
Disputes the claim, disagrees with statement, questions the assumption, doubts belief, criticizes the approach, finds fault with method.
Practice these phrases. Supports the view that, disputes the claim, questions the assumption.
Now, common academic collocations. These word combinations sound natural.
Conduct research, do research. Undertake analysis, perform analysis. Carry out investigation, do investigation.
Draw conclusions, reach conclusions. Make observations, notice things. Reach findings, discover results.
Let's repeat. Conduct research, draw conclusions, make observations.
Gather data, collect information. Analyze results, examine outcomes. Interpret findings, explain discoveries.
Present evidence, show proof. Provide support, give backing. Offer explanation, give reasons.
Practice these collocations. Gather data, present evidence, offer explanation.
Now advanced academic expressions for sophisticated writing.
It is noteworthy that draws attention to important point. It is significant that emphasizes importance. It is worth noting that mentions relevance.
A considerable body of research, large amount of studies, extensive literature, much written work, substantial evidence, strong proof.
Let's repeat. It is noteworthy that a considerable body of research, substantial evidence.
In light of these findings, considering results, given these circumstances, considering situation, taking into account, considering factors.
Notwithstanding these limitations, despite restrictions. Regardless of these issues, despite problems. Irrespective of these factors, regardless of elements.
Practice these expressions. In light of these findings, notwithstanding these limitations, regardless of these issues.
Now, vocabulary for academic recommendations and future directions.
Recommend, suggest action. Propose, put forward idea. Suggest, offer idea. Advocate, support position.
Future research should. What next studies need. Further investigation is required. More study needed. Additional studies are needed. More research necessary.
Let's repeat. Recommend. Future research should. Additional studies are needed.
Policy implications, effects on rules. Practical applications, real-world uses. Theoretical contributions, academic value.
Areas for development, places needing improvement. Scope for enhancement, potential for betterment. Opportunities for advancement, chances for progress.
Practice these phrases. Policy implications, areas for development, opportunities for advancement.
Now let's review essential academic writing principles.
Use formal vocabulary consistently. Avoid informal expressions, contractions, and casual language throughout your writing.
Be precise and specific. Choose exact words that convey your meaning clearly without ambiguity.
Maintain objectivity. Present evidence and analysis without personal bias or emotional language.
Structure arguments logically. Use transition words to connect ideas and guide readers through your reasoning.
Academic English requires practice and gradual development. Start with basic formal structures and build complexity.
Read academic papers in your field. Notice vocabulary patterns, sentence structures, and argumentation styles.
Practice writing formal sentences daily. Transform casual expressions into academic language.
Use academic dictionaries and resources. These provide appropriate vocabulary for scholarly contexts.
Join study groups and academic discussions. Practice using formal vocabulary in spoken contexts.
Remember that academic English serves specific purposes: clarity, precision, and professional communication.
If this video helped you, please like and subscribe to Active English Lab.
Share your academic writing challenges in the comments. Which vocabulary areas need more practice?
In future videos, we'll cover advanced academic writing techniques and discipline-specific terminology.
Academic English opens doors to higher education and research opportunities. Keep developing these skills.
Thank you for watching. This is Lily and John from Active English Lab.
Remember, academic vocabulary is your tool for scholarly success. Use it wisely and effectively.